third day of the New South Wales Open and the commentary of James Myers' games. We have one spectator, Peter Kay. Thanks for your interest. Today went a bit better. I'll show you how it went. First game, the older brother, I think, of the guy I lost to last round. He's white. And I'm going to put on the screen for you to see the engine on the bottom half, the best player of all time. If it says equal or around 0, that is equal. When you start to get close to +1, that's good for white. 1 is 1 pawn. -1 would be 1 pawn up for black. I play the Sicilian. He plays something called Gawain opening after a Gawain Jones, a chess player. And he puts his bishop there, funny place for his bishop, because you don't really want to take off knights with bishops if you can help it, because bishops are a bit better than knights. This is theory. I chase his bishop, he does this, and I actually forget what I'm supposed to do here, but I remember the main ideas, which is I can take his bishop, which is good for me because bishops are better than knights, but I have to be careful now because I'll chase this knight away because a6 is a good move for me. Now he has 2 pieces out and I have no pieces out. And 2 moves, 2 tempo is about equal to a pawn. So, and the bishop pair is nearly equal to a pawn advantage in the right circumstances. So white, as you can see on the engine, is completely fine. But his game is now perfect for a junior. He needs to be super aggressive, get all his pieces out fast. And I need to be the opposite. I need to be really cautious, develop as quick as I can, do nothing crazy. So we do that plan. He's getting his pieces out as fast as he can. I'm getting mine out as fast as I can. And he does that move. That is wrong. That is not in the spirit of his opening. He's trying to protect against my knight going here. When his bishop comes out, he just needs to get his bishop out somewhere good and get moving. So he's already losing a bit of his advantage. I just do very simple of developing moves. I don't want to make big holes in my position like this, where he might end up with holes here to attack. He's still got ahead with developing. I just want to get my pieces out. I get my pieces out. He does a funny queen move. He must want to attack on the king side. He wants to push this pawn here and get his queen there. He probably wants to push this pawn forward. He'd like to leave a pawn on this square. That would be really good, cramping all my pieces and good for an attack. I don't want him pushing that pawn, so I block it. He puts his bishop over there. His idea here is that a knight can go from here and then into here with that bishop there, which is quite annoying. I block that idea and also do a good move for me, developing. I don't really want to move my pawns, but it's worth it in that occasion. He does another unnecessary move. He doesn't need to defend against me pushing this pawn onto b4 further. I'm not going to. It's not time for me to be aggressive. He's ahead in development. I just need to catch up. That's a bad move by him. I develop my pieces. And now he is in trouble because he's got a weak pawn here that's attacked twice. And his natural plan is to push this pawn forward to attack, but now he leaves this e4 pawn way too weak, so he can't do his only attack. He has to defend it. That is a mistake. So I'm already equal, and actually the computer says I'm half a pawn better here. So what would I like to do? I should castle for sure, but I'm worried if I castle. I didn't like him doing this, threatening my queen. He's got ideas to put his bishop down here. I don't want to have to defend with my knight. It looks a bit messy. I'm still fine, but I want to open my position at some point. I've got 2 bishops. They're better in an open position. I want to open it up. So I push on like this. He can't push his pawn forward to here. I'll just take it. So he backs off, and that's a mistake. He's lost a pawn. So there, takes back. Knight takes back, has to take with the pawn. My queen comes to the middle of the board, perfect position for the queen, and there's not enough pieces around to be chasing the queen and me to have to worry. It's safe, and I'm 2 pawns better even before I've won it. He chases my queen, I take his pawn. Now, if he gets the queens off the board, the game is over. He's one pawn down, and I have the two bishops compared to a bishop and a knight. That's basically another pawn advantage when you've got an open position, meaning a couple of open files. The bishops are just too powerful, long range, attacking different sides of the board. So he can't exchange. So he hides. I threaten that pawn. I'm just developing with forcing moves. So he has to waste a move defending. I castle. He's trying to make his pieces active. Now, I make a mistake here. The way to play it super safe, his only bishop is on a dark square. I should now move my pawns onto dark squares to blunt his bishop. That keeps me super safe, gives me more space. I'm better. But I don't. What do? I move my rook to an open file. That's fine. I'm still much better, but it was a mistake. Because now, queen there, queen here, threatening to take this piece, and he can't take back because of the pin. But now his queen comes here, that is covered, and now he is threatening to put a strong knight onto here, and that is really annoying because his knight is going to be as good as one of my bishops on that square, and I can't anymore push this pawn forward to here because he'll just take this one. Really annoying. So I've slightly lost my way, but I'm still a lot better. I defend that. He defends this square because my queen and my bishop are always pointing on this square. I'm just sort of play the pieces around. The idea here is if we exchange pieces, I think we have to exchange pieces here at some point, and I don't want to end up with opposite coloured bishops because that could end up in a draw even if I'm a pawn up, so I mustn't end up in opposite coloured bishops. So this move is about avoiding opposite coloured bishop endgame. He goes here, I move my bishop to the centre. I'm thinking about attacking these two, but he has done really well from being, he's still really lost, but he can make a mess of things now. He's got a lot of pieces heading towards my king side, and he uses them, he attacks. Now I have to be really careful what I do here. My queen could get trapped and I could lose. So for example, if I did something like this, I was worried about him. He could take here, but I was also worried about him even something like this. The engine says it's completely fine for me, but I was worried about it. He's got a lot of attacking pieces around my king. This is perfect play, the engine. I'm not perfect, so I have to be careful. Anyway, my move that I did to defend the f7 square, I advanced this. He does have two pieces attacking here, but if he takes with the knight, I move this rook across and it pins the queen. I think it's okay. The engine says it's okay. He's built more pressure. I attack a rook, trying to blunt some of his pressure on that file. He moves the rook. And now I go for some material. I push this. If he just moves the queen, I win his knight, so he has to lose the exchange. And while he loses the exchange, I gain a tempo against his queen. And now I have to defend this square. I always control this square with these pieces. He defends the knight. I build my pressure on that file, and now things are settling down and it's a lot better for me. He just defends hard though. I chase his knight away. Again, taking the pawn will not work for him, even though he's got three pieces attacking it and I've got two defending it. This piece is undefended and I'll use the pin here. He backs off. We're both short on time here, 10 minutes each I'd say, but with 30-second increments. So I just have to play it really safe and not do anything crazy. He defends, but he's being sneaky as well, because if this pawn ever moves, the bishop and the rook will hit my queen and the king. So it's not totally safe. I just move my pieces closer. Again, he just keeps pressure on this pawn, hoping I make a mistake. I put more pressure here, hoping to checkmate him, take his knight and win that pawn. He defends again. So all of his pieces are backing off, but he is doing really well. I block the queen from communicating with that pawn, put another threat in. He goes here, another defensive move. The easiest way for me to win now is just this. And I'll end up winning, but it's tight on time. We repeat moves a couple of times. I try something different. He moves his queen in, and now he has left this unguarded. He's under a lot of pressure. It's hard to hold it all together indefinitely, and he's not going to be able to. Takes a pawn, I win, take a pawn back. He keeps defending, but now it's all over. The rook threatens his queen. Queen moves, comes in. He's got checkmate coming no matter what he does. Moves there. Checkmate. Another 12-year-old goes down. Yes. Okay, thanks, Pete. That is what's that one? That's round 4. Round 5 to come later.